we've got our Blue Zerg here, the winner of the last game. Methodical, deadly, he is known as TheWind.
As methodical as a tornado.
That's right. Did a lot of damage last game. And here we have our Red Zerg. He gets to win this game to stay alive. He is. Xenix Kyrix going with an early pool again. It is a 9 pool from Kyrix. He's back to his old tricks. And the Wind 9 pooling as well. He knows what's going on.
Yep.
Thanks to our sponsors, Intel, G-Skill, and LG. I like to switch up the order sometimes. Keeps life fresh and exciting.
Yep, gotta change things up.
That's right.
Yeah, both players are gonna have their pools at almost the exact same time. Overlord's popping out shortly thereafter.
And you know, again, it's gonna come down to control. I mean, ZVZ in the early game is such a micro battle. Becomes into a huge macro battle in the early mid game, late early game. But right now, I think we're probably going to see a pretty quick game, most likely. This is a 2-player map. Both players know exactly where each other are. Oh, this is the 9 pull from the Wind. And if it is the one I'm thinking of, did he leave 2 drones?
He did. 2 drones in the back.
So what this is, he is going to build a spine crawler at the base of Kyrix as well. He's going to try to, but you know, the thing is, this really only works well against players that hatch first without scouting. I don't know how well this is going to work against Kyrix, to be completely honest with you.
Luckily, Kyrix didn't pool later, so they're going to have basically about the same units to battle with. But if it goes longer than the first attack, Kyrix is going to have an advantage because he's still mining a lot right now.
This is not the best opening to do on this map in these positions against the 9 pool. And is he just going to turn around? No, he's going to try to micro.
And he's got enough. He actually doesn't have enough for a spine crawler right now.
No, I think the Wind is in huge trouble right now.
Bad.
Huge trouble at the moment. He's trying to send his drones back, defending them with those Zerglings. He does a good job of holding up the Zerglings of Kyrix for the moment, whittling down the numbers. But overall, the Wind, he does only have 1 Harvester left, but he has lost so much mining time. Kyrix is going to be so far ahead right now. Not a very good start for the Wind.
Yeah, he's trying to run everything back, and he's actually producing drones in the background, whereas Kyrix is making 10 Zerglings. He says, all right, you're going to make a mistake like that, I'm going to finish it.
Yep. Now, that opening was originally developed by Maro and Damaga for Damaga's match against NST in the World Championships.
Wow, this is actually really clever by the Wind. He actually knew that he was going to be able to hold the ramp, so he droned behind it. Now he's got the ramp, and he needs to start producing Zerglings again. Producing
a spine crawler. Wow, the Wind really handling this very well.
Yeah.
Scantipede is even helping hold the ramp.
Good job, Scantipede. And he's going to try and break up.
Whoa.
Oh, no, he's not. He's just going to prod the top there.
Yep. And Scantipede looks weird, man.
Very Brood War-esque standoff with the Zerglings at the top and bottom of the ramp. And yeah, the Scantipede's actually
it's going to help.
Helping cover the front of
He's a man or Scantipede.
The Wind's must be an OGS fan, Scantipede. And he just fall back to that spine crawler.
Oh, that was not the best decision to move out there by the Wind. He needs to be very, very careful.
Yeah, he does have that spine crawler up now, though, so as long as he holds the ramp, that spine crawler does range up to the front top of that ramp.
Now, Kyrix is pretty far ahead in the Zergling count right now. 7 Zerglings ahead. That's a big deal early in the game, and there are Banelings on the way now from Kyrix.
Ooh, he's going to try and bust up that ramp.
Yeah, not going to be able to hold the ramp against Banelings with a bunch of Zerglings.
That's going to be tough.
That's for sure.
And he doesn't have any queens either.
Yeah, I think the Wind is still, despite his best efforts, still in a huge amount of trouble right now.
No, he needs to be careful of those Banelings.
He's going to need to target fire the Banelings with the spine crawler. That's his only hope.
Oh, no. Oh, loses all of his Zerglings.
That is about it.
And leaves the game.
Yep.
We are going to have a game 3.
Yeah.
Wow, a failed cheese attempt by the Wind. I like that recovery. That was actually really good recovery given the circumstances. But beautiful move by Kyrix to send the Banelings in, and the Wind didn't handle that as well as he could have.
I'm really, really surprised he actually decided to go with that opening on a map like that. Because really that build, that opening, that 9 pool with the spine crawler does not work very well at all against players who go pool first. And we've seen that in games. I know it from personal experience on the ladder. It really only works well against players that hatch first. You can sometimes do it, but with getting that Zergling speed fast,
Kyrix isn't the type of player that to do that very much. He's not really a hatch first kind of guy.
No, so I'm really wondering what that choice was.
But I mean, you know, if you're game up in a best of 3 series,
that's true.
sometimes, like I said before, that's a good time to cheese, because then if you lose, a cheese is often like kind of a 50-50 roll of the dice attempts to get a free win.
Yep.
And if you lose, you still got game 3. If you win, you roll the dice, you flipped your coin, and you got into Code S. It's not a bad time to do that kind of thing. So it was a good bet to make. It just didn't pan out very well for him in this case. So it is going to go to game 3.
OGS, TheWind. He rolled Snake Eyes that game. We'll have to see if he can do a little bit better. Let's find out. Pretty soon the map is going to be Zelnaga. No.
Metalopolis.
Metalopolis.
Zelnaga Metalopolis.
I can't read today, apparently. Let's find out.